Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm that girl Nikki. So today we be speaking on the topic of mental health. Yes guys, I finally decided to do it. I've been wanting to do it and I finally decided that hey, I'm gonna make a video on mental health. So basically what mental health is a part of important part of everybody's life. As I heard somebody say, just as though you go to the doctor to do a little checkup on your body, your mental health is just as important. So we should all ensure that our mental health is good. Why no? Especially we should ensure that it's good because now the world is changing. Now we are going to no we're not going into no we're actually in a global pandemic that has changed so much, and it has causes so much stresses, so much newness to this world, our life, and how we used to live, that many people we're seeing across the world are experiencing mental issues. And as such, I think now is the best time for us to speak on mental health. As well as living in Jamaica, we know the stigma that is surrounded with that. We want to talk about that as well, but just to say that hey, it's here, we'll have to deal with it, and how we are gonna deal with it. All right, so as you know, with me going into any topic, I'm like off to Google and go up on books and stuff, reliable sources, read up stuff, and just to give you some information that is good. So first, let us define what is mental health. So mental health, according to Google, says includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we feel, how we think, or we act. It helps determine how we handle stress and how we relate to others and make choices. So basically, mental health have to do with everything in essence that surrounds our life, dealing with the emotional, psychological part of our life and our well-being basically. So we know in Jamaica, if you say to a family member, whether a mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, niece, nephew, anybody, say, hey, when I feel like myself, I feel like I'm depressed, right away they're like, depressed? What I'm to you? I'm mad. If I'm mad, God Bellevue. No, people, really and truly, what I've realized, because for those who know me know that I actually studied psychology, so I have a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology, and they know I'm passionate about that field because I know basically it's neglected in Jamaica. Like, we put more things, emphasis on more things, and the government and all them people put more emphasis on things in this country, and then mental illness and them stuff there is like on the back burn page. So that is one thing that caused the stigma of mental health and mental illness in Jamaica. So we put it on the back burner, so no person understand the importance of it, and then some persons know who are not educated actually stigmatize it. You understand? So that is one of the major causes, where when people start feel away, them say, what? And I say no to my family, and I make them know say me I have them thoughts in my mind, car right away me don't want nobody say I'm mad, I'm crazy, I need to go Bellevue. So we keep it to ourselves, and that help it, that make it get worse. But now, over the years, I've realized things and times have really changed, and what I'm beginning to realize with this new generation, people not really so stigmatized more. People are more talking up now. Because it was just the other day I was on YouTube, and like some popular Jamaican YouTubers, I was watching quite a amount of their video, and what I've realized, and these are young people I'm talking about, people like them 19, just reaching our 20s, probably not even reach 30 yet. I come out and I say, hey, I'm not well, I'm depressed, have been seeking counseling, I've been basically diagnosed with depression. And a lot of people like, whoa, one of the things I realized, a trend I realized, like when I read the comments, people are like, whoa, you're brave, you know, hats off to you for coming out and saying, you know, you're going through this or whatever is happening to you, because Lord, me I go through it and I'm not talk, or Lord, me know a whole heap of people I go through it and not talk. So that is one of the trends that I've seen been going on. So, you know, that's why I said to myself, you know, really no, I think I should really address this, because everybody goes through it. You have a time in your life, even the Bible tell you there's going to be time in your life where it's going to be stresses, you're going to have issues, and you're going to have to find a way to cope with those stresses or issues. And then we're going to now go into like the factors that may contribute, like what causes mental health. So based on what I've reviewed and what I've known to, some of the factors that causes mental health problems are biological factors such as genes or brain chemistry. So genes and brain chemistry. Genes are basically heredity, what come from your family. So if you realize a lot of people will have mental health problem or suffer from depression or so forth, you normally, when you check them family, there's somebody down in the family, whether granny or auntie or somebody did suffer it from of it, but it may not pass on to your mother or your brother or whatever, but you get it. You understand? And also another thing is brain chemistry. Brain chemistry, you have some people where, you know, born to them naturally, or some people naturally them brain born, you know, it now the chemistry night, you know, so a function, so that causes it. And another thing, it can be like physical, like you meet in an accident, you look up your head and from that you notice, say, you know, your mental health or your thinking is not straight. So that is one of the causes of mental health problems. Another causes is life experiences such as traumas or abuse. So you have a lot of people go through life experiences, changes in life that cause you your mental health to break down. So traumas is one of them. Traumas, you've been in a robbery, you lost a baby, you lost a job, you lost a spouse, you go through a divorce, you lost someone. Even the death of someone can cause you to, you know, go through whatever. You lost a relationship, the end of a relationship. That can be one of the contributing factors for someone mental health to break down. You understand? Abuse. And one of the things that I realized while watching other person's video on YouTube talking about mental illness, many a times our kids, and even me, because as I said before, I did study psychology in college. When I was on my practicum, I had to work with children in high school setting where I counsel them, and many of things we were working on, like kids in the school that has behavioral problems. And one of the things that I noticed throughout majority of the persons or the children that I had counseled at that time, there was something happening in the family or within the home that causes them to come at school and misbehave and carry on a certain way. So I remember I was counseling a person and a little boy, and one of the issues was his parents got a divorce, so that was causing him to act up at school. The other one was a little young girl. She actually was abused by her mom boyfriend, so that was causing her to act up at school. And when I actually go through these people, like in counseling, like I could actually feel for these people. I could actually understand. Yeah, that's why you're being so in a school, because it makes sense. You understand? But going in front of the class, in front of a teacher, when no know about psychology, and she says, yeah, act up. She just has to listen. You know, no man and saying if you come out of my class without, you know, even realizing the things that causing you to act up. So we have to be aware of those issues, people. Another cause is family history of mental health. As I said before, you might realize in your family somebody used to suffer from depression. Your mother has some little similar depression traits. You get it. An uncle, aunt, or cousin, somebody might have had schizophrenia. You might come have it. Auntie or granny or somebody might have some sort of bipolar disorder. You might come and have it. So these are some of the things that causes mental health problems within you. As I said before, what I've learned too some people know when they realize no, say alright. So we'll go through them what it is, the causes. So we'll still say alright, you definitely have a mental health problem now. Alright. What the effects that the mental health problem leave on you. And as I said, sometimes we are around people and they must say some stuff to we and we not even pick up say at that, you know, they are going through depression or so forth. Because some of the effects when I read on them and I look at them and look on other people talking about mental illness or their experience with mental illness, we say, whoa, you know, when you hear them talk about effects, you say, whoa, we have some people in our family, our friends, where we're there and I will see them and do them something, but we never even realize that because sometimes it's happening to you and you're not even realizing. Because as I said to before, it goes back to education. Most persons are not educated about mental illness or so forth, so when they're going through things they don't even realize. So one of the effects of mental health problems is you notice yourself, you're not eating as much or eating too much, you're not sleeping as much or you're sleeping too much. Alright, you find another effect is that you find yourself pulling away from people and your usual activity. So for example, I'm a very bubbly, outgoing person, and then all of a sudden, oh, I don't want to go out anymore, I'm not, whatever. I just say, whoa, look at that, you know. Nikki used to be an outgoing person. Why all of a sudden she become this withdrawn person? She don't want to go out. Something wrong, man. You have to check on your friends them every now and again and your family members, because you never know what's going on. Another effect is low energy or no energy. As I said before, the person used to be this bubbly person and all of a sudden they're like, no, you invite them on. No, I don't want to go anywhere. I just stay in this time. Another time, and another time come, them find an excuse for you. Another effect is feeling numb or like nothing matter. So you notice say you have a friend or somebody, a family member, and it's like all them go about life is like them don't care about nothing. You just know say something go wrong. Something go wrong, like them no business how them look. Not saying that you try to look good to impress people, because I'm not the type of person to believe in them stuff there. But if you notice Tom Dick or Harry used to dress up and then all of a sudden him just wear any little dirty clothes go on the road. Him not care all the food look where him eat, him not really business about how him sleep, all the place stay where him there. You know say something definitely gone wrong. Another effect is that you realize people smoking, drinking, or using drugs more than the usual. I see a lot of this in young people. Majority time when you see somebody there and them go party or whatever, and you notice them start smoke and drink or use any sort of drug or get addicted to something excessively, you know something go on. Because guess what they are trying to do is use the drinking and smoking or the drugs to suppress whatever feeling they're feeling. But what the drugs are, the drinking do, is make them feel a high in a certain time, and when that's over, the high is over and the problem is still there. So the next one is feeling unusual, confused, forgetful, on edge, angry, upset, and worried. Yes, so we have a lot of friends that we see, you know, behave this way, them feeling, you know, confused, everything, they're on edge, and they say, oh, my brother, calm down, what's happening? You know, they're edgy. Yes, something definitely gone wrong. Is that them going through some sort of severe depression or something, and they need help. Alright, another one is experiencing severe mood swing that causes problem in relationships. So you have your spouse and all of a sudden them just get moody, them no want to do certain things again, them not certain things again, and you say, honey babes, what's happening? You know, they must say, no mom, just don't want bother do this, or them no want, you know. Yeah, something definitely gone wrong, and probably they themselves not understand, but something definitely gone wrong. Alright, the next one is hearing voices and believing things that are not true. I remember one time I had experience. I went to a mental health clinic, and I remember a guy came there to the doctor. I was sitting in the session as like an observer, and the guy came in the session well dressed, clean. I wouldn't even know that somebody suffer from mental illness. Me I tell you say that's why you can't judge him this time. Come dressed clean, look proper, have him work and everything, living in a proper house, and he come to the doctor for see him regular checkup and stuff, and the doctor was saying and say, hey, what's going on today, so and so, and they was telling, and he sat down and he look alright, and I say, why that type of person, or why that person I come and seek doctor help? Him look good, don't know look wrong with him, no look dirty and mad. Anyways, as he began and sat down to tell the doctor about the things he was going through, I remember he was saying to the doctor, hey, so I'm here in my house and I'm watching the TV, and all of a sudden I see the TV talking to me, and in my mind I wanted to laugh because it was my first experience at that time. I was like, what the heck? Yes. And he was saying, and the doctor said, okay, and she write down, and him really believe in what him say, and all she did it, him convince her, say yes, him see the TV I talk to him. And I remember one of the things he said at that time was, him go outside and him tell him family member what was happening to him, and right away a family member said to him, say, guy, man, I get mad, man, go on a Bellevue, man, go on a doctor, man, sitting around with you. And I remember another thing, I think one of his diagnoses was anxiety. He was having anxiety disorder. So it's like he's in the house and he starts to feel claustrophobic. He feel like something is coming to attack him. He just feel fearful, and there was nothing there. So in his situation, all he needed was help and medication, perhaps, at that time. Another one is thinking of harming yourself and others. So when them reach at that stage, say they gone way off. When you see somebody say, I'm gonna kill myself now, I'm gonna kill them gone way off. And what I learned too from this stage, and even with experiences with persons, sometimes I'm going to drop a little bit of my belief in it now. When you see people reach them stage there, people, based on my experience, it's not just, oh, something is wrong with you, you're depressed, you have this disorder, and this or that and that disorder. This time is when I believe that people have demons within them. Yes, people, I said it. Because when I read my Bible and I look for things like, hey, mental illness or anybody ill in the Bible, I remember I read, it was in Matthew, I don't remember. I was reading it the other day, the story when there was this man dirty in the Bible, and they said he cut himself, and he was so mad. Then basically I portray him as a madman in the Bible, and it was like he was so mad nobody never want to go around him. And I say, we see that out here in the world now. You have some madman in the ear and them mad and them fling stone, and nobody no want to go around them. And them said he used to cut himself, and them nobody never want to go near him. And Jesus was like, let me go see him. And when him see him said to Jesus, Lord, what have you come to do? Torment me? That wasn't that man. That was a demon in that man saying that. People, a demon, sometimes people make them do them something here, and God casted out the demon out of that person. And when the God cast out the demon out of the person was asking God to basically cast out. Them don't want to just go, them want to go into something. And I say, God put them, send them in the pigs, like some pigs were nearby, and God cast out the demons into the pig, and then the pigs was up like on some cliff or something, and them end up run off into the sea. And from in the Bible, when I read the story when God casted out the demon out of the man changed, the man become so clean, the man mentality, everything come back normal. And I remember he wanted to follow God, and Jesus said he wanted to follow Jesus, and Jesus said, no, stay and tell people about how I help you, and tell them about whatever. And the man was good from that. So when you see people reach them stage and I say, oh, I want to kill myself, I want to kill somebody, demons in them. And at that time, sometimes medication can probably, when we realize too, medication just slow them down and two them gone off. So me I tell you, I just Jesus alone can save you when you reach them stage here. Alright, the next one is the inability to perform tasks such as taking care of your children or yourself. So you have a person or a spouse, or you realize say, them can't do certain things when them would normally can stay home and do again. There's something really wrong with them at that point, and at that point they need they need intervention then. So as I said before, going into this, we see where it comes down. And what is the next step we're going to need? We're going to need solution, somebody to resolve a problem. So solutions for mental health problem, always number one, seek professional help. Seek a counselor, psychologist, a psychiatrist. Seek professional help. In Jamaica, I know of a lot of counseling places. Family Life Ministries is one. You can seek counseling through them. Counseling is costly, I must say, but hello, it's a mental health, just like how you spend how much money to do surgery on your body. It's just the same. You have to spend the money to seek the counselor and get the issue where you have resolved, right? Another way is to connect with others. So try to connect back with people, positive people around you, will make you happy, will lift up your spirit. Because sometimes, you might go through nothing severe where you need like a counselor. You just probably just go through a little sad, stressful mood. You just connect yourself back with people, find things to do that you enjoy. If you enjoy painting, try to do that. If you enjoy cooking, try to do that. Do things that you love to do once before people. Another way is by staying positive, of course. Reading your Bible, pray every day, connect with Jesus, stay positive, have positive people around you, positive vibes, positive everything. You understand? Next one is getting physical active. As I said, you can definitely know that is really something that will be helpful, because as we say, when you get physical active, the brain and everything and the part of the body will probably start work back again. So stay physical active, and that will be good. Try to help others who go through the same situation, or even just being like a lending and just stay home for just, alright, say, I have nothing to do, I'm stay home. You're going to be more depressed, because we know through the pandemic, enough people lose them job, enough people are jobless, things rough. Not just stay to yourself, find something positive to do in your life where you can help others and help yourself as well. Another tip is getting enough sleep. Get rest, people. Rest is important, because when you stress out and you don't rest, you got double stress. Alright? Another one is developing coping skills. So find ways you can cope with your stresses, your depression. Do something positive. Make sure whatever you find to develop your coping skill, now go make it worse than it was. Find something positive to do. So nobody turn to drugs, the weed, the cigarette, the alcohol. None of that now go help it. Only go make you feel worse. Just put your pan the eye for a minute, and then when it done, yeah, the issue is still there. Next step is medication. And as I said, medication, I'm not always for medication. To me, medication are for the severe people. Are for the people where the thoughts, the everything take them over and them not have no control over nothing. Now you just need to figure them the medication for slow them down, so you can bring them back to certain type of a kind of normality. As I said before, praying, most important one. I should have probably said this one first. Pray and talk to God, because guess what? He is the best counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist you'd ever have in your life. The Almighty God above. Talk to him, pray to him, form a relationship with God, people, and you realize it will get rid of all of the stress, the headache, the harmful thoughts, everything. And as I said, can't even get the demon out of you if it's a demon in you, and make you have them bad thoughts or negative thoughts over you. Because people, let me tell you, the enemy is so, I must say, I'm not give him no much power, but he is so deceitful. So when we find out with the enemy, he will make you start doing these things. And I think one day I was watching a video about it. I say that's why them said there's power, their life and death in the power of the tongue. The enemy knows that he can't do certain things to you, So guess what him do? Put certain negative thoughts in your mind and then make you try to say them out of your mouth. And once you say them out of your mouth, that's when he and his angels act upon them. So him know him can't harm you, him just put negative thoughts, we say alright. And then once him get control of you, him just say bam, alright, have her no one, bam. But you have to call upon God now. Him alone can get you through the stress. It now go get better, because as I say, if you read the Bible, all of these things have to come to pass before God come again. So we just have to try our best to cope with the day-to-day life stresses. And before I go, I'm going to leave with you a Bible verse, and that is Jeremiah 29 verse 11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." So I hope you remember that today. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling stressful, if you're going through depression, everybody go through depression. Any little thing will make you depressed nowadays. So we just have to stay positive and lean on to God, alright? Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the end of my video, by the way. I hope you enjoy this. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell to be notified of the next video post. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.